We are inside the wind tunnel here at SkyVenture. I'm joined by Brian. He's the chief instructor here. So we've done the training. Why is it important that you go through those safety precautions before you let people fly?
It's just to let people have an idea of what's coming. I mean, at the end of the day, the reason that we're in the tunnel is to make sure that whatever they experience, it's going to be a safe one. The class is just to put people at ease and give them an idea of what mechanically is happening so that they have the experience that they paid for.
Right, which I definitely appreciated, because I think it's a little unnerving when you first look at the wind tunnel. Like, what are we looking at here? What's underneath us?
Well, down here, this is basically a big open basement where all the air gets trapped, and then there's a funnel above the basement, and it pushes the air. And that's what we're riding on. This whole thing is basically a multi-million-dollar air compressor. That's how it works. And we ride on the tube.
Okay. And what's up top here?
Up top, the V is where the air is turned around so that it makes a big circle. This is a closed system, so we can heat it up during the winter, because in Quebec you need to be able to do that. It's cold. The other thing this does is the white part opens up very slowly, so if we have somebody that floats by accident, it bleeds off the air pressure, and after about 10 feet, they stop. That way we don't have somebody walk in for the first 30 seconds and get stuck 45 feet up in the air.
How high will I be going today?
You're going to be doing between the net and the top of this class when you're flying alone. If you're real stable, I may try to grab on you and take us higher, so it's going to vary. But when you're flying on your own, you're going to be about 10 feet high. Okay.
And our poor cameraman trying to maintain stability because the ground sure is bouncy. Why does the mesh bottom have this give?
Well, it has a little bit of give for us, the instructors, so that as we do catch people that we don't have to hurt ourselves, because people fly stably and we follow them around. If they fall over, we just grab them. If this were a real stiff floor, it'd probably be a little bit sore for us. And God forbid, if we accidentally slip and the person does fall down on their own, it's much better that they land on a trampoline rather than a solid surface.
Yeah, okay. So now for people who have never done indoor skydiving before, how would you describe the sensation?
Oh, the sensation is being inside a bottled hurricane, but a very soft bottled hurricane. Now, the best way to describe it is, you know, if you're in a car and you put your arm out the window, how there's air pressure, and it's not enough to be uncomfortable. You can play with that air, but it supports you. It's the same thing, but basically over your whole body. It's amazingly comfortable. It's a hard thing to describe in general, but it's kind of like being held up by a cloud. It's floaty.
Okay, it's floaty. That's how you're describing it. Okay, and I know there's various steps that you will go through as you progress from a beginner to, what would it be, intermediate, and then sort of...
A beginner to an expert to Superman, basically.
There you go, Superman.
Now, for the
right
beginners,
here.
The first time we're going to be starting on the stomach. As you fly around, I'm going to be following you around. I'm going to try to show you how to go forwards and backwards, turn, go up, down, give you some mobility. But the first time here, everyone stays on their stomach. We don't let anyone try to do any flips or acrobatics, because that takes time, and we have a whole system for how to do it. You start on the belly, and then you continue to other positions.
Okay, and we're going to let Brian do all the cool flipping and turning, so a little bit later in the show, we're going to turn the wind tunnel on. How fast is the air going to be moving?
When I'm flying, at max, it's going to be about 275 kilometers an hour.
And for me, it's about 150, you said.
Yeah, 150 and 170. It really depends on your body position, because as you change your position, your terminal velocity changes also.
Okay, so stick around, because coming up next, I'm going to fly, and then we're going to watch the master take to the skies and show us some flips, turns, bops, weaves. I'm not even sure that's the right terminology. Stick around. That's all coming up on CTV Morning Live.